flying out the door. We have very few left. 2020, perfect condition, ICG graded, first day of issue, limited edition, 1,847. That's all she wrote. And it is the Emergency Silver Eagle.
Yeah, and you're looking at the last primetime presentation to this point. That's an absolute guarantee. We started the show with it for about a minute or so.
Yeah.
I think we've sold 40 coins or 50 coins already.
There's 260 left, Mike.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
I thought it was, we had 400 a minute ago. It's like crazy, 260.
That's
so
it.
We're going to sell this completely out, and then it's gone. And please understand that. So let me get going on this. The 2020 American Silver Eagle, when we released it, you and I'm sure, sold it New Year's Eve last year. It was incredibly popular because the United States Mint announced they were changing the design of the American Silver Eagle starting in 2021. So all of a sudden now this is a legacy coin. It's a transition coin. It's a last year of issue. It's all that. And it absolutely exploded in popularity. As a matter of fact, so much so that we were selling at a rate of 200%, 300%, 400% more coins than we have any other year of the American Silver Eagle. Now, so we have 2020, but then a lot of things happened. First thing that happened was, of course, the onset of the coronavirus pandemic. And as the United States Mint had to deal with this, as everybody else has had to, they have had to make some changes in the way they make coins. And what they did is the West Point Mint usually makes all of the bullion American Silver Eagles. Well, they had to shut down the West Point Mint because of that. And we found out that when they shut that down, the sister mint at Philadelphia helped. And we did that by asking the Treasury. And because of the Freedom of Information Act request, they had to answer that. And there's a letter right next to it. I'm going to read part of that letter. In light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production at its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID-19. The health and safety of the U.S. Mint workforce remains our highest priority. Typically, American Eagle silver bullion coins are minted at the West Point Mint's facility. However, due to the reduced production at the West Point Mint facility amid the coronavirus pandemic from April 8th until April 20th, the United States Mint at Philadelphia produced, and this is the key, 240,000 American Silver Eagles. By the way, when you buy the coin, you get that letter. So we're going to send you a copy of that letter as well. So they started making 240,000. He goes, well, how many is that? Well, they're going to make about 50 million 2020 Silver Eagles this year if they can. There's about a 10 million coin backlog as we speak.
Really?
So they'll never get it done. That's right, 10 million coins. It's a month wait to get American Silver Eagles from any of the authorized purchasers or distributors. So this little batch of coins that was made at the beginning of April is now, you have the 2020 Eagle, the most popularly collected silver eagle in the history of the United States Mint. 30, 40, 50 million. And then you have this tiny sliver that just is all about 2020, okay, because of the coronavirus pandemic.
Mike, I have an update. My producer, Allison, said with everyone on the line, we only have about 100 orders left.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so you got to get it because once we sell it, so here's what it comes down to. I sold 1,500 coins at $299. For today and today only, we took this to $199.95. The edition will sell out. It will never be made available again. And as you can see, ICG first day of issue available exclusively from us here at HSN. Now, coronavirus pandemic, 2020 Silver Eagle last year of issue. Now, silver triples in price.
Right.
Okay, that's and that's in the last month. Okay, that's like in the last month is all that we have. So all of a sudden now these emergency production Silver Eagles, any Silver Eagle, are just crazy. Now this one is not just emergency production. It's first day of issue. It's individually numbered. It's Mint State 70 perfect. And this one, ICG first day of issue, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Look, I could have sold every single one of these at $289.95. We decided for one day and one day only, $199.95 when we debuted it this morning at the new price, hundreds sold. As you can see, I have less than 20 dozen remaining, less than 20 dozen remaining, and when they're gone, that's it, it's done, it's gone, it's over.
Yeah, and like I said, my producer's giving me updates with how many people are in the ordering process, so I don't think this'll, I mean, we have a 2-hour show, an hour and 45 minutes left. I don't think this, I mean, this won't even be, forget about being on the air again. I don't know if this will be there at the end of our 2-hour show at all.
No, I suspect you got somewhere between 8 9 minutes to get on the phone for this.
Yeah.
Just a guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Tempered at 25
You're always
years
right.
of coin experience.
Many less. Look at it's counting backwards, but that number left doesn't count on all the people waiting to speak to a representative to call and order it. It's very exciting. You know, this is about history. This is going to be the one and only moment in history that's going to have this 2020 first day of issue limited edition. No one's going to forget the year 2020, Mike. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'll tell you, it was. I saw a beam at the other day. It says if 2020 was a slide, it would be a cheese grater.
I'm laughing because it's horrible. Yes, of course, it's as horrible. But yes,
and for better or for worse, this is to some degree emblematic of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In terms of silver tripling. You know what I'm saying? They have to shut down the mint. You know you can't get the thing. Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you pick up the big green box behind
yes.
the coins, please? I want to show you how these come. And part of the letter, it says, remember, and they said the tracking numbers on the boxes, they were handwritten directly in the boxes. It was 400,000 through 400,000, 479. The box on the back is how you get them. And this is, you can see a box now that has a big strap on it that certifies the coin. Okay, that certifies it, and that sealed box has to go to ICG or Annex or NGC or PCGS, and then the first thing they do is certify the provenance, the fact that it is 100% from the Philadelphia Mint emergency production. Then they certify the grade. The thing about this coin, and if you look, we had Annex first day of issue, gone, sold out, $299. We had NGC, our special edition NGC, done, sold out, gone, 100% gone. This is my last first day of issue, and the very first one of the Mint State 70s I've sold for less than $289, and I'm doing it today, and today only you can see we're just absolutely rocketing towards sellout on this.
You know, it's interesting. I don't think I've seen the countdown go so quickly in a coin show. Like maybe if it's like a hairspray, you know, because I've done a lot of shows over the years. It's like, you know, because I know coins are right, exactly. But this is a considered purchase. But those of you who've been watching coin shows here at HSN for many years, you know an opportunity, a moment in history, a chance to be a part of it, a chance to have it, you know. By the way, Red Oak presentation box is included. I want to make, the letter is included. So this is, you're getting everything. You don't get the green box.
No. It's funny, those green boxes, you know, the correctly numbered green boxes, they often they're selling for like $40 or $50 just for an empty box. Everything about it is collectible on absolutely positively every level is what this is. And like I said, I told you this would be the last I don't think you even have that 2 minutes that you see.
Yeah, but Mike, how many were made altogether in the Mint?
240,000 Philadelphia's.
That's it?
240,000 total. They have all been certified. They've all already been sold. I bought 100,000 of them. We went out there and we sold 100,000 coins. It's been one of the most popular. Look, the 2020 Eagle by itself was amazing.
Right.
Emergency production is like amazing cube.
Right.
I mean, there's almost nothing I've ever seen.
Every collector's head turned like they saw a pretty girl.
Right. Right. Oh, look at that.
It's gone.
And so
a very pretty girl.
Yeah, if you get this.